Is there anywhere I should be looking?
Perfect.
My name is James Arthur and I am the Project Director for the National Emergency Management Stockpile.
My name is Emma Morris and my role at NEMA is the NEMS Policy Officer.
My name is Bron Sparks and I'm the Director of the National Emergency Management Stockpile.
I'm Matt Everett and I've just joined the NEMA team as a logistics and policy expert. So the NEMS panel is more than just a warehouse of stuff.
The NEMS, or the National Emergency Management Stockpile, is made up of three components.
The first one is a physical stockpile that's owned by the Australian Government.
A panel for the procurement of those goods and services.
And thirdly, there's Memorandum of Understanding with other Australian government agencies and departments with a humanitarian or crisis response capability.
Through the NEMS program, we are developing a new capability to support state and territory governments and through them the Australian community in times of need.
During a disaster, people have lost access to their core services and their homes, and so we're providing them with the necessary goods and services to sustain them through that disaster so that they can return to their communities faster and more effectively.
The NEMS program does not take away any of the amazing work that the states and territories are doing.
When we respond, we're doing it at their request and in consultation with their understanding of their communities.
A real key achievement for the National Emergency Management Stockpile project was essentially getting it to Cabinet where they wanted to fund so that we could continue to build it.
And consulting with our state and territory partners through workshops so that we have their buy-in.
The insights that they brought and the valuable information that they shared will definitely go toward informing the NEMS program.
Maintaining supply chains is critical during a disaster.
When disasters disrupt supply chains, they disrupt the flow of critical goods and services at a time that they're needed most.
If we don't have pre-prepared arrangements in place with industry, then we don't have that supply chain assurance.
Australia is a vast country. It's wider than the moon. At any given point, it is not unusual to have a disaster on one side of the country that may be bushfires while the other can flood. I love the NEMS program because it's one way that the Australian government can complement the work of states and territories and provide that critical additional support when it's needed most.
That's one of the things that I love about it. It's really in that compounded moment that the NEMS will be utilised.